How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to Talking Wolves and welcome back to another match preview. Today we're going to be previewing the Carabao Cup or EFL Cup game between Wolves and Championship side Stoke City. Hope you guys are keeping well and safe, and as always, be sure to hit the like button down below and subscribe to the channel if you are new. So, EFL / Carabao Cup. I don't actually know what it's called anymore, but we're going to be playing up against Stoke City, a team that Wolves have faced off many times before, but not really recently. So, I am looking forward to this game. The Carabao / EFL Cup. I'm going to call it the EFL Cup because I'm pretty sure that is actually what it's called. The EFL Cup is a competition that really I'd love Wolves to win. It's the League Cup. It's a competition, I believe, off the top of my head, without checking, it's the last major trophy Wolves have won. So it'd be great to see Wolves go and win it again, this season. I think without the Europa League, we've still got a decent size squad, which I'm sure Nuno will want to be adding to as well. So I don't think there's any reason why we can't be going for this competition. We know historically that Nuno hasn't taken it, or I don't want to say seriously, but not really used his first teamers too much in this competition. You'll remember the first season under Nuno, we beat Bristol Rovers, we beat Southampton, and then we took Manchester City all the way to penalties. And over the last 2 years, I think we lost to Leicester on penalties a couple of years ago, and last season we lost out to Villa, playing a very inexperienced squad. But I genuinely think this season, with how the draw has gone already, it is definitely a winnable competition for Wolves, or definitely a competition that we can go quite far in. We play Stoke City this week, which on Thursday at Molineux. Obviously, I'm not sure if it's worldwide or definitely in the UK. You can watch that on the EFL website. I think it's a tenner to watch the stream, unless you know another way to get a stream, which we won't go into. But yeah, I think it is definitely going to be an interesting game, and I think Wolves can go for it. And with our squad depth and squad size at the moment, there is no reason why we can't go for it. Playing Stoke in this round, and if we win, we will play Gillingham in the next round as well. So there's 2 games there straight away. No disrespect to Stoke or Gillingham. There's 2 games there that Wolves really should be winning. You look at how Stoke have kicked off the season. They had their EFL Cup first round game. They beat Blackpool on penalties. They drew 0-0 there. And they drew 0-0 in their opener at the weekend against Millwall in the league as well. So Stoke City yet to score in a game this season. But they have still got, you look at their team, they've still got players that you think are capable of possibly doing something and causing some trouble. They've actually got a couple of ex-Wolves players in there as well. They've got Danny Bart, the ex-Wolves captain, playing for them as well. They've got Stephen Fletcher, I believe. There's Sam Vokes playing for them as well. So they've got some players that Wolves fans will be familiar with, but other players as well. Benik is just going out on loan. But they've got Tom Ince, Jack Butland still playing for them, Ryan Shawcross. They've got some players in there with Premier League experience, and experience for them to know how to take on a team that is stronger and bigger than them as well. But in terms of the actual Wolves team themselves, it will be so intriguing to see how Nuno goes for this game and approaches this game. I wasn't actually going to do a match preview for this game, but I wanted Wolves to really push and see if we can win this game. And if I want Wolves to take it seriously, I better take it seriously and do a match preview on it as well to give my thoughts to you guys before obviously the game kicks off. I put it on Talking Wolves earlier on the Twitter to see what people thought about it as well. I'm just getting up the poll now because I said, should Wolves go for this competition? Because you do talk to people sometimes and they think, we don't want to go to the League Cup. Out of almost 2,500 votes, 86% of people think Wolves should go for this competition, and I don't see any reason why not. There is quite a lot of games, quite thick and fast over the next few weeks or so. But once that is done, and you're quite far into the competition, it slows down a little bit. You get the 2-legged semi-final. I'd assume that's what they're still doing rather than the 1-leg. And obviously the winners of the competition get into the UEFA Conference League, which is the new European competition coming into fruition, I believe, next season. Some people aren't too keen on that idea, but I think Wolves will take any way of getting into Europe. Say, for argument's sake, we win this, but then finish 10th in the league. We'll still be in a European competition with extra revenue coming in next season. So I think it's definitely something Wolves should look to go to. But also, Nuno's been such a great manager for us. I think, he should be looking to try and get some silver. And I don't think we've ever been in a stronger position over the last 3 years than this year. Championship season, number one aim was to get promoted. Second season was just, I don't think a cup run was really high on the agenda. I think Wolves just wanted to solidify themselves as a Premier League team. Last season, the focus was mainly on the Europa League. And this season now, of course, we want a high league finish. But I think with the depth that we've got in the squad, we could definitely go for a push in this competition. However, talking about Stoke City a little bit more now, I'm going to pass you over to Harvey, a Stoke fan, who's going to give us a little bit of insight ahead of the game.
Hey up guys, Harvey SFC here. A big thank you to Dave from Talking Wolves for inviting me on and just give you a little rundown about how I think Stoke will do against Wolves tomorrow in the Carabao Cup. So I don't think Stoke are going to take the Carabao Cup as seriously as we have done in previous years, purely because we just won't get out of the Championship, and we don't, especially with the fixtures coming thick and fast this year. I think cup games will just add to the strain of the squad and sort of cause unnecessary fixture congestion. So would I be too upset if we got knocked out to a quality Premier League side tomorrow? No, I wouldn't. I do think we will see, because we have got a really bloated squad, I do think we'll see some youngsters and a mix of sort of first team fringe players, so like Jordan Cousins, players like that. So yeah, I'm not too sure what the lineup will be, but I think, Jordan Cousins, Tom Ince, them sort of players will play. A couple of youngsters, maybe like Harry Souttar and Nathan Collins as well. How Stoke have started the season? Well, we've done all right in pre-season. We beat Newcastle, I think it was 1-0, and Leeds 3-0, so two Premier League sides we beat there. We also beat Linfield away from home 1-0, and we drew against Blackburn but got through on penalties in the first round of the Carabao Cup. So we've not started too badly. And then obviously got that draw against Millwall on Saturday. Probably should have been a win, as we had so many chances and there was a penalty shout at the end, which personally I thought it was a penalty, but it wasn't given. So yeah, if I had to give a score prediction, it all depends on what team Wolves play. I mean, if you play some of the first teamers like Raul Jimenez, Adama Traore, we're gonna get absolutely battered. But if you play a fringe sort of team, because I know you brought in that young Portuguese player, so if you play I think we'll give you a good game. So I think you'll do us 2-1, unfortunately. But yeah, thanks for having me on. Come on, Stoke.
Big up to Harvey. His links are in the description for his YouTube and his Twitter page. The lineup. This is normally the easiest part to do of these previews, but genuinely there is about 1 million different lineup combinations that Nuno could go for tomorrow. So it's going to be very hard for me to stick my neck out on the line and predict one. But I'd love you guys in the comment section down below. Let me know who you think deserves a start or should play. Off the top of my head, I'd say we go with John Ruddy in goal. I think this is the type of game he'll play in. Ruben Vinagre at left wing back. I was quite surprised that he didn't start against Sheffield United. I thought Marcel's arrival was a little bit premature for him to get a start, but he came in and did well. So I think Vinagre will start at left wing back. Back three for me. I think Cody will start in the middle of the back three again. I think we'll see Max Kilman on the left. However, we could see Bennett come in, but I don't know. I don't think his future lies at Wolves, so will Nuno play him? Miranda, same situation. So I think we could see maybe even someone like Dion Sanderson come in. Oscar Burr at right wing back, I reckon. Central midfield, I think we'll start Neves and Vitinha to start. Neves should be pretty fresh still after the game after not really playing much against Sheffield United, and obviously Vitinha in the middle. And then up front, we could go with a host of options. I think Fabio Silva is a cert to start. Record signing against the team in a lower league opposition. Him versus Danny Bart will be a really interesting matchup. And then you've got the likes of Jota, who should probably start as well with him not playing against Sheffield United. You've got the likes of Shabani, Campana. All of these players could be within a shout of starting. So it'll be really interesting to see how Nuno goes for this game. There's players in the 23s that showed, Theo Corbienu, I think is how you say his name, did pretty well at the weekend as well. See if those sort of players have caught the eye of Nuno, and they trained with the first team as well. So there's such a high combination of lineups that Nuno could go for this game. But I think with a lineup similar to what I've just said, where you've still got the likes of Fabio Silva, Jota, Neves, possibly Cody to start in the sweeper role, you've still got enough quality there that you should be seeing off opposition like Stoke City, regardless of lineup that they go for. They could rotate as well and go for a younger team, because I think their sole focus this season will probably be towards the pushing on towards the playoffs. So it'll be interesting to see how they line up as well. Score prediction, I'm going to go with a 2-1. Why do I do a score prediction? I say 2-1 every time, but yeah, I'm going to go with that one. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below, guys. This video has been a lot longer than I expected, but really looking forward to it. And why not? Let's see Wolves go for a little bit of silverware. Until next time, guys, be sure to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you do, and until next time, I'll see you all very soon.